Want to ring in the new year with a delicious tradition? Today we're making Vasilopita, the Greek New Year's bread. Let's get baking.
Hey there, fellows and fellowettes. We are going to be making not we, her, will be making the New Year's bread this year, like she does every year. It's good. This is a Greek tradition. It's called the Vasilopita. And what we do is she hides a dime in tinfoil inside the bread when she's baking it. And then whoever gets the dime gets good luck for the rest of the year. So I'm going to leave you with her, and she's going to walk you through the process of making the Vasilopita. And this is kind of like it's a sweet bread. It's more like a dessert. It's not like a bread you're going to dip in sauce or anything like that. It's a dessert, and we typically like to toast it and put a little butter on it. Oh, it's delicious. But anyway, I'm going to leave you with her, and she's going to walk you through the process.
All right. Hey, guys. So, like James was saying, I'm going to show you how to make the Greek New Year's bread, which is, I'm probably going to say it wrong, Vasilopita. I'm not Greek, but I got introduced to the Greek tradition with my mother-in-law years ago. And we used to actually buy the bread from church traditionally every year. But when we moved, it was harder to get the bread. So I discovered a recipe that I ended up really enjoying making, and I actually make 2 batches of it because, well, I make 1 batch and it makes 2 breads, and I donate the other one to our church. But it's a fun tradition that we do we usually do it on New Year's Day. We would get together, no matter what's going on, we would all get together and meet up at my mother-in-law's, and it was always fun to try to see who would end up with the lucky coin, because whoever gets that coin gets good luck for the whole year. So it's always been a fun tradition, and I would love to share it with you guys, whether you're Greek or not Greek. And like my husband said, it's very delicious bread. You can toast it up with some butter, and it's so delicious. So, and you don't even have to put butter on. You could just have it by itself. So, okay, let's go start with the step 1. So what you're going to need to start off is 4.5 cups. Sorry, not 4.5 cups. 4.5 teaspoons, big difference. 4.5 teaspoons of yeast, and you're going to need 2 cups of milk, but we're going to start with just the one to activate the yeast. So you're going to have 1 cup of warm milk, and you're going to add the yeast to the milk, and you're also going to put sorry, I didn't get it prepared, but you're going to put a teaspoon of sugar also to help activate the yeast. So we're going to let it sit in the cup, and with the milk for about 10 to 20 minutes, because you want it to kind of double up in size. So we're going to put that aside. All right, so you want to get a large bowl, and you're going to fill a large bowl up with 7 cups of flour. Like I said, this makes 2 breads. Okay, and then you're going to add 3/4 cups of sugar to the flour. And then blend them both together. It's going to have a little sweetness to the bread. So good though. So just mix it all together so we get this ready for when the yeast is all ready. Okay. And then with the measuring cup, you kind of want to put a well in the middle. So when the yeast is all ready, you're going to pour it in there. Okay. And then you're just going to set that aside. So about 10 to 20 minutes after you let the yeast sit, it should like double in size. And when it's about double in size, I usually mix it together before I pour it in. But you could just pour it right in if you want. But I don't know. I just always like to, because when I make pizza dough too, and I do the same thing. I don't know. It's a habit I got into. So just gonna pour that in. Okay, so you're gonna pour it in the well that you made in the center. Then add, let me just make sure I get all of the yeast out. So it's all in there. Okay. Then you're going to add 4 eggs. Make sure they're all already mixed, beaten, whatever. and then 2 tablespoons of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. Then you're going to combine it all together with the flour mixture with the wooden spoon and just keep mixing it. It's going to take a little bit to get it all mixed together, but just keep mixing it all together. Work your arms. Oh, I forgot to add the rest of the milk. No wonder why it's not mixed together. Now, I'm going to pour it on the parchment paper so I can get a good feel to see how, if it's sticky or not. You just want to blend it all together. Continue to knead the dough vigorously for about 10 minutes using a firm hand. If the dough feels too sticky, gradually add small amounts of flour, 1 tablespoon at a time, until it becomes smooth and elastic. I know kneading dough for 10 minutes seems like a lot, but trust me, it's worth it. This step is crucial for developing the gluten in the flour. Gluten is what gives your dough that wonderful elasticity and helps it rise beautifully. So, once again, it's still requiring some more flour, but the important thing is making sure it's not sticky. So just keep adding the flour as needed because you don't want it to be sticky. Putting aside, in a bowl, and some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. And then you should grab like a paper towel. You just want to get some more in there, make sure it's nice and oiled. Okay. Just get it all around. Make sure you get it all oiled up. Then you're going to take the dough and you're going to place it in there and you're going to kind of spin it into the oil. So I'm just going to put it in the bowl. I'm going to put some clear wrap on it. You don't want to make it too tight because you want it to have room to grow a little because it's going to like double in size or just about. So you're going to let it sit for about 1 to 2 hours. You're going to let it sit. And it should, like I said, it should double. So, or close to that in size. So we'll meet back after about 2 hours and see the dough. Okay. Now is the perfect time to take a break while the dough does all the work. This is the first rise, where the yeast gets to work and help our dough grow. In about 2 hours, you should notice a significant increase in size. So after about an hour to 2 hours, once it seems like the bread has risen about like almost double the size, like such, you can uncover it. Then we're going to divide it in half. Grab 2 9-inch cake pans, and you're going to grease them, and then you're going to divide the bread into, usually like pinch it in the middle to separate it, and then you're going to put it one at each, you get like a ball, and it just like kneading it again, and then you just plop one in, do the same with the other one. And you pop each one. Then you're going to let it sit for like another hour so that it doubles again. All right. Well, unfortunately, it's been more than an hour. I had to stop from baking the bread because I forgot that I have to make cookies for the garbage bin for tomorrow morning. So I made my cookies, and then I had to make dinner. So yada, yada. It's more than an hour later. And as you can see, it more than doubled in size from where we were before. But before we continue with this part, we're going to preheat the oven to 375. Because now we're going to get these ready to go in the oven. So what we usually like to do is decorate it with the year that we're approaching for the new year. You can decorate whatever you want. So this is at the point where you might want to, if you want to decorate, use a sharp knife. I'm kind of still new at doing this, so I don't know. Last time I did it, it didn't come out that great. So I'm going to try again. But you're going to try to carve in with a sharp knife. I'm going to put 2025. If it comes out okay. This might be for home. Maybe I think I made it too big again. And I think that's what I did last year. I made it too big. So it's off-centered. But hopefully for the one I'm donating to the church, I'll do a better job. I'm just going to make a little line down here. And maybe I'll do a little cross. Okay, so I'm going to go try this a little bit more down here, so maybe it won't be off-centered this time. And if you guys have any traditions that you do every year, please share it in the comments below. Let me know what you guys do with your family every year. It's always nice to learn other traditions. And sometimes, you can incorporate it into your family traditions. It's never too late to start a new tradition, so. Yeah, it's still off-centered. But what are you going to do? Okay. So that's how it looks. Then, here's the other one. Okay. So now you're going to take an egg, beat the egg up, and then you're going to coat the top of it with the egg. Okay. Forgot to grab the sesame seeds, but you're going to, then you can also top, it's optional, you don't have to, but you can top it with some sesame seeds. So we got 1 and we got 2. All right, so once the oven is ready, you can place them in. And you're going to bake them for like 10 minutes at 375. Sorry about that. All right, so you're gonna bake it for 10 minutes at 375. And then after 10 minutes, you're going to reduce the heat to 350 and then bake it for 30 minutes. The bread is baking away, so let's take a moment to connect. If you enjoyed this video, please show your support by liking and subscribing. I love hearing from you, so leave a comment below with any feedback or video ideas. All right, so you're gonna lower the temperature to 350, and then you're gonna bake it, for 30 more minutes at 350. So after 30 minutes, they should be nice and brown on top, like so. And then you just want to let them sit for like 10 minutes. Give them like 10 minutes to cool off. Give it about like 10 minutes to cool off before you remove them from the pans. So after about 10 minutes, you can remove the cake. The bread and put it on a cooling rack. I'm going to do both of them. Just like so, you put it on the cooling rack. And this is the fun part. So, like I said before, it's always fun not knowing what slice will have the coin in it. So we're going to add the coin. You can do 10 cents, dime, nickel, quarter, whatever, penny. I'm going to do the quarter, and you just get some aluminum foil. And you just wrap it up. I probably took too much. Just going to wrap it up, like so. And then flip it upside down. You get like a knife. And wherever you want to, just make a hole in there. Stick it in. And then flip it back over. Ta-da! And then you're going to do the same thing with the other quarter. Like I said, it could be whatever you want, because it doesn't matter what kind of coin you get. We usually don't spend the coin. We save it because it's supposed to be good luck for the whole year. So you keep it somewhere special and hope that it'll bring you the good luck for the year. Make a little hole. Stick that one in, and then you flip it back over. And there you go. Then you let them sit for a little bit longer to cool off fully. And otherwise, there you have it. I think they're, they're not gorgeous, but they taste delicious. So, it's good to have like for breakfast. You put a little, heat them in the toaster oven for a little bit, like toast, and then put some butter on it, and it's so good. Like I said, you don't even need butter. They have, because of the sugar that's added to it, it's so sweet. Not too sweet, but just the perfect amount of sweetness. So even if you don't want to use it for New Year's Day, it's definitely kind of bread that you can use for any occasion, but this is a tradition in with the Greeks that they use it on the first day on the New Year, or anytime you get together with a big crowd of people. Traditionally, what it is like the first slice. The first slice is for Saint Basil, The second slice is for Christ and the Virgin Mary. The third slice is for the house. And then the rest of the members of the family, starting from the oldest to the youngest. So, but yeah, it's like a fun tradition, and I hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey guys, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and click that bell to receive notifications every time we post a new video. Thanks so much.